Hello folks, welcome again to Path Bar School here at African Eastern in Dubai. Today we're going to take a look again at an evolving sour cocktail using the DNA we talked about in previous videos. The last video we looked a little bit at the sidecar cocktail and how we can use a modifying ingredient as a flavor enhancer and also a sweetener. Today is no different. We're going to take a look at the classic White Lady cocktail, which is a drink from a man called Harry Macalone in Paris. Today, once again, we're going to be using the Remy Cointreau range of products, namely the eponymous Cointreau and the beautiful Islay Dry Gin Botanist. Now, the Botanist uses 22 endemic species from the west coast of Scotland to create a beautiful floral dry gin. We're going to be using 40 ml of Botanist gin, 20 ml of Cointreau as our sweetener and our modifying ingredient, 30 ml of lemon juice, and just a touch of sugar to round that out and balance the cocktail itself. But with one caveat, this time we're going to add a textural ingredient in terms of a little bit of egg white. What does texture give to our cocktail? Well, texture is going to allow that drink to sit on our tongue a little bit longer. It's going to give it a little bit more viscosity and therefore allow those flavors to play a little bit and linger in our mouths. When we're making a cocktail with egg white, we have to use a particular technique. This technique is called dry shaking. Essentially what that is before we shake our cocktail with ice to chill and dilute it at the same time, we're going to dry shake the cocktail without any ice at all, and that's going to emulsify that protein with the citrus and alcohol and help create a nice, fluffy, aerated head. Because of that textural cap on top of our cocktail, we're going to use a slightly larger glass. Again, we need to pre-chill our cocktail, and then we'll get to building a classic White Lady. My personal preference when making a sour cocktail is to use a glass on tin Boston setup. What this does is gives more surface area inside the shaker to aerate our egg white. Talking about egg white, that's the last thing we're going to add when we're making this cocktail. Why? Because the citrus and the alcohol will start to cook those proteins before we're ready. So again, let's start with the cheapest ingredient being lemon juice. 30 ml, so that's the 2 in our 4:2:1 ratio. Just a tiny little bit of sugar syrup, 5 ml to round out that sweetener, which we're going to add in next. The sweetener and the split base is going to be our Cointreau dry triple sec at 20 ml. And then finally, the hero of our story, beautiful Botanist gin. Adhering to our ratio, this will be 40 ml. We're now missing the last ingredient, and that is our egg white. Now, it's best to prepare your egg white ahead of time and keep it chilled in the well. This has been added into a squeeze container, so it comes out a lot easier and can be added in at the last minute. 2 things are very important when using egg white. Firstly, that we keep it chilled in the well afterwards, and secondly, that when using it, we wash our jigger out and replace it back so we don't get egg white in any of the spirits we're going to pour later. So let's dry shake. And you look at the shake your cocktail just enough to let that egg white emulsify. Next, we add some ice, shake it, get it cold, and get it into our coupette glass. We're going to finally double strain into our coupette glass to make sure any bits of citrus and shards of eggshell are removed from the cocktail. And that is our classic White Lady cocktail using the Botanist Islay Dry Gin and Cointreau triple sec. Thank you very much.